All right, welcome to Comics on Life. Sorry we started a little late. They was talking. It wasn't me. But welcome to Comics on Life. We're on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, PCTV, Now TV, UBSN, and we're in Ireland, London, and in the UK. So thank y'all for watching. And we're gonna have my comedians introduce themselves. So we're gonna go and we're gonna start off here and let my comedians introduce themselves and introduce yourself.
Hi. Okay. My name is Maggie Levine. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I am on Facebook, Maggie Levine Comedian or Maggie Levine Comedy. Twitter, Maggie Levine. Instagram, Levine.Maggie, because I was feeling really creative that day.
All right. So that's Maggie. All right. Here we go.
What's up, y'all? I'm the real John King. I live in Akron, Ohio. If you go to my website, therealjohnking.com, there's a link to all my social media there.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start looking up the fake John Kings. Because I already had the real John King.
That's right. Everyone you see is fake. I'm the real one. Except no substitutes.
All right. Hey Jay.
Hello world. My name is Hayward J. Thompson, also known as comedian Hey J. Thompson. I am blessed to be living in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm blessed to be living, period. But Cincinnati, Ohio. Social media, my website is www.heyj.com, hay-j.com. There you can see all the reels, links to social media. Blessed to, you'll see some of the people that I've worked with in the past and things like that. Shout out to the Ovations Entertainment Camp and Laugh Mob. I appreciate the opportunity, Stefan.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for being on the show. All right. And
hi, I'm John Knight. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Aggravated John. My website is whataggravatesme.com. A lot of aggravation in my life. I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where Stefan is from, and it was hot as balls here today.
Yes, it was.
Here too.
Yes, it was. He said how many people remember the Martin Show? Remember Angry Man?
Yeah.
I think we got our angry man here. Aggravated man. All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sandra Slade. I am co-chilling in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of the Black Wall Street. You can find me on all social media under Sandra Slade, SLADE.
All right,
and
cool.
Wait a minute, I got a question. The hottest balls? No. Titty sweat is hotter. I'm going to tell you that. Titty sweat is hotter.
I think we disagree. I
mean,
ball sweat is holler.
Yeah.
Titty sweat is drenching. Okay, so let's be honest. Titty sweat, everybody can see.
All right.
It. Okay.
Yeah, but they don't stick to your legs.
See, now this is where
it ain't no hair on no titty.
I gotta go in. This is where I gotta come in. Now y'all know when y'all got titty sweat, y'all do this.
No.
Y'all do this with y'all shirt and y'all cool off. We can't do that with the balls.
No,
we can't do that. We go to jail if we do that.
No, Stefan.
So y'all can air off y'all titties. We can't air off our balls. Especially if we walking by school.
If you're a certain size, you can't air off your titties. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If it's more than a B cup, you can't just air them out. So,
thank you.
But
thank you.
Well, let me say
thank you, Maggie, because
as the only person on the panel who can speak for both, because I'm fat, so I got titties and balls. So I can tell you
which is worse.
So okay, so you got both. Which
you know what
ones
I'm
get
saying?
hotter faster?
The balls. Just yeah. Just being honest with you. You know what I mean? And when you're a fat dude walking around constantly adjusting your bowels, next thing you know, you're a predator or something, and you're in jail. So I don't do
Yeah,
it.
you going to jail.
Right. But you know,
Now, if you're a woman and it's hot and your titties get hot and you lift up your shirt to air it out,
we
ain't
appreciate
nobody
you.
calling the cops. Ain't no male calling the cops.
No, I got a solution for it, Maggie. You put a tampon underneath your titty.
Oh wow, that's just hilarious.
So they just
wow.
hold the water in there, suck them up.
Yeah, I probably need like 2.
Yeah, just put 2
Throw a
tampons
tampon
underneath
under
there.
the
They'll
thing.
never know.
What about a maxi pad instead of a tampon? A tampon ain't the string.
No, that sticky stuff and mess it up. No, I don't want no sitting sticky. Y'all can probably put that down there for your ball sweat. Just put the tampon over the thing and then.
Look, I'm gonna speak for every heterosexual man who would rather have ball sweat.
All right, this is starting off really on a high note.
You said it's a naughty show, you know.
We just
Okay.
I
Oh,
take
we're not going to discuss
I will
tampon
put
hacks
it
for the next
from-
hour?
all right. I was gonna come with this question, but I wrote half of it down and I done forgot it. Hey Jay, I done forgot it. Hey Jay,
Was it
yeah.
about the promotion?
So we're gonna go on the questions with the comedians.
Okay.
All right, let me.
That's my fault.
Yeah, when you bring in titties and balls, get
I
off
just
track.
said titties. Y'all said balls.
Well, he
Titty.
said John Knight said balls.
I said it.
Yeah, John said balls. So that's in his. The ball was in his court.
All right.
That was on him.
Here we go. Here we go with the first question. What's the weirdest interaction that you had with an audience member before, during, or after a show? The weirdest interaction that you had with an audience member before or during the show. All right, so, and I got a feeling she's gonna have a good answer.
Okay. So I'm on stage. I'm doing my set. I talked about being from Connecticut. I'm a New Englander. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm from Kansas. Like, that's right. I forgot. Kansas is like the 7th state of New England. Like, that was just really random.
Oh,
That was random.
what part of Connecticut you from?
Simsbury, about 20 minutes northwest of Hartford. My dad still lives up there.
I used to live in Hartford.
Oh, no kidding. Wow,
Yeah,
small
I
world
lived
with
in
this group
Hartford
tonight.
For about 10 years I lived in Hartford. All right,
Oh,
we're gonna go here. All right, the real John King.
I think the weirdest interaction I had during a show, I was in Clearwater, Florida, and there was a lady bodybuilder in the audience. And we got to going back and forth. And, comic like to, or have to save face. So I'm hitting her with some heckle lines. And she said, I'll come up there and body press you or something like that, man. I said, nay, I say ain't no lady. I didn't know she was how big she was. I said, can't no lady body press me. She came on stage, man, and she had muscles for days, man. She grabbed me and she picked me up and did those, I don't know what you call those lifts. She did that about 3 times and sat me back down, man. I was like, oh my God, man. Like, I'm glad she was a good sport because she could have crushed me if she wanted to. It was crazy.
Wow. The fuck kind of shows you be at?
Hey, she just happened to be in the audience at the show.
Wait, did you say he first?
No, she. It was a. I guess it was a damn she. It looked like a she. Now that you mentioned that, and I'm looking back on it, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a she.
All right, you don't have to answer this if you don't want. But how much do you weigh?
Now I weigh about 178, but at the time I probably was about 145.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
And she lifts you up like that.
Yep.
Y'all didn't go on a date afterward? Because I
No.
would have been like, I'm going to
No.
date her.
No, sir. I was not that curious. I'm not really attracted to muscle women. I'm attracted to petite, feminine women. I'm not
Well,
I'm not attracted to big muscle women like that.
What about
okay, I can understand that, but I'm a romantic. I'm a romantic guy, so, and I'm a small guy, so I know when I get married, I can't carry them over the threshold. So I would have probably married her. Carry me, bitch, carry me over the threshold.
She probably could have too.
Yeah, fuck the threshold. Carry me over this mortgage. Goddamn.
There you go.
All right, hey Jay.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
interaction.
this was epic. So I had did a show at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas. It was a variety show at the adult novelty the porn convention. Basically, I was out there with the hustler people. Okay. So I'm on side, did my show, and I didn't know, but I saw Dennis Rodman was in the crowd. And I'm a native of Bronx, New York. So one thing I'm good at is the dozens. We usually just sit around doing your mama jokes. And I roasted the shit out of Dennis Rodman. And then I paid for it because when the show was over, out in the hallway area, he had a part of his entourage was a dude in one of those electric scooter wheelchairs, and dude kept running up on the back of my feet and shit. And I didn't know who he was. So really, the visual is you turn around and you see me swinging on this dude in a damn electric wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? The fight with dude in an electric wheelchair, and Dennis Rodman made his way through the crowd. He had pink and green hair. He got mad because I called him a sorority snow cone. My weirdest interaction was at the end of the day, the cops got involved and they took me out and took me back to my room, and they made me stay in my room. And I was pissed, like I didn't do nothing wrong. They was like, yeah, but it's easier to take one dude out of the the ruckus than it was to try to take 10 of them, and one of them is Dennis Rodman. So the mistake they made is they put some money on the room, and I sat up in that room, got drunk to the shit on their bill. So
what I get from this story is you beat up a guy in a wheelchair.
He started it. Now he rolled up on my feet multiple times, and I turned around, and then he ran up on my shins, and from there, bro. Like at some point, I ain't beat up.
All right, so let me ask you this. Please tell me you didn't do this. You know how when people box and they knock them like halfway down, and they be like, "Get up." Please tell me you didn't do that.
No, man.
You know he can't get up.
Imagine like somebody got a shopping cart and they're wheeling it at you. So I'm trying to get out of the way of the cart, but we're still throwing punches at him. So yeah, it was crazy. But I'm gonna say this: Dennis Rodman, a big boy, like he was 6'9", 16. He came through there pissed. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad that it's one of them times where I'm talking shit at the other end of the highway, like, yeah, you don't want none, while the cops standing here. You don't want none, sir. That's took my big ass to the room and ordered everything.
All right. Oh, I got a lot of shit going through my head right now. John.
Well, I never beat up a guy in a wheelchair. No, I think I was like a year into the business, and I was emceeing, and I thought it was. I always made myself available to the audience, and I learned a valuable lesson. Guy came. I was actually a couple, and the guy he had just gone to his 10-year high school reunion, and somehow he got sick and he shit himself at the reunion, and him and his wife thought it was the funniest story ever and kept telling, you can use this, you can use that. I'm going, no, I can't use that. I can't. No, I'm not. You could say it was you. No, I'm not going to say I shit myself at my high school. So, And it
All
got
right.
more and more graphic the way he had to cut his underwear off and shoved it behind the toilet. And
Wait, hold on, wait. He had to cut his underwear off.
yeah, he said luckily he had a knife and he somehow cut it off, and the shit was still inside, and he tucked that behind and just stayed downwind from everyone at the reunion for the
All
rest
right,
of the
hold
night.
up. All right, hold up, wait. I'm
That's
just
why I don't
trying to
hang out
figure
after.
this.
So I apologize to my audiences. That's why I don't hang out.
I'm just trying to figure this out. If you shit in your pants, you just pull your underwear down. How much shit did he have that he had to cut that shit?
Yeah, it must. Yeah, I guess he was
Wow.
on the way to the bathroom. He didn't make it, and he filled himself up, and he got in there and he figured out a maneuver to get them off. But he said he didn't smell real
What?
sweet the rest of the night.
Y'all must have been at a soul food restaurant.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Ooh.
So because of that story, now I don't talk to the audience that much after my show unless I'm selling them something.
Well, underwears are expensive. I ain't cutting it up. I'm gonna wash them out.
Well, then you're going back to the reunion with a pocket full of shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's a lot. That's a lot of shit.
That was a lot of shit.
yeah.
That's too much.
All right, Sandra, what's the weirdest interaction?
Well,
Did
before
I
a show, I
say
was sitting at a
erection?
bar, and this guy, I'm just sitting there, and he was like, "I hope these comedians are funny," and I was like, "I do too." I mean, I was on the show, but he didn't know that. And he was like, "Yeah, if these comedians aren't funny, I don't know what I'll do." And I said, "Well, maybe you should buy me a drink afterwards." And he was like, "I'll buy you whatever you want after the show if the comedians are funny." So when I got on stage, he looked surprised.
Whoa.
But he did buy me. He did buy a round of drinks for everybody, and he did buy me a bottle. So it was weird because then he tried to talk to me, and I was like, "You didn't ever tell me if they were funny or not." So
All right, and for y'all information, for everybody information, they have been married for 5 years now.
no, he dearly departed right now.
All right, here's the next question. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all my weirdest.
Yes.
I did a show, and after I do a show, I normally go out and I talk to the audience and everything. And I go out and I mingle with the audience. Well, this one lady came up to me. She said she was an older lady, and she was like, "I didn't want to miss you. I had to go to the bathroom, and I didn't want to miss you. I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed this show." And I'm like, okay. And she was like, I loved it. And next thing I know, I see water coming down her leg.
No.
She peed on herself. I was like,
No.
that was like the biggest compliment to me ever.
A woman.
I was like,
you know
oh,
what?
you love me
No.
that much.
No.
But I walked away really quick.
Mm.
But I thought that was like the biggest compliment to me. Now, that's going to take us into our next question.
Oh
Oh.
God.
What's the
I'm
Oh,
afraid.
my
most
goodness.
meaningful or memorable compliment you received after a performance? Y'all just heard mine. All right. So here we go. And hey, Jay.
All right. The biggest compliment I got, I did a Christian show in Kentucky. I can't remember the name of the theater. It was a nice little theater. And when the show was over, I had this white gentleman come through the crowd and come up to me. And he was like, "Hey, buddy, I appreciate you. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you." He said, "You made my wife piss herself." I was like, "Oh, wow." Which made sense because I did see a lady go running out, but I didn't pay attention because, you know, when you're doing theater shows, them lights, you can't see much but silhouettes beyond the second, third row. You know, my situation, I can't see much beyond the second or third row. Everything just becomes, but he was like, "Yeah, buddy, you made my wife piss herself." And he was laughing his ass off. He thought it was hilarious. So I was like, "Cool. You want to buy one of these shirts?" You know what I mean? I got these shirts for $20. So
All right. Wait, I gotta hear it one more time. What did he say again?
Hey, buddy, you man.
Oh man. Hey, buddy. All right. Maggie.
Okay, well, after the show, you know, it was a small audience and they were basically hanging out in the bar area. So I go to hang out, we're mingling. This lady comes up to me. She tells me that she had this really bad day and that she really needed that laugh and that she basically thanked us all for giving her that laugh that she really needed. It's like, it's like, yes, that is our purpose. Thank you.
That is the best. That is the best thing ever. I remember I did a show. I'm gonna say mine now because Maggie, she kind of like led into it. I did a show, and I was the headliner, and the other comedians, they had the room laughing, but it was this one crowd that didn't laugh. It was like this one table that wasn't really laughing. So when I seen that from backstage, I said, I got to get them to laugh. And I did. I got them to laugh. And when the show was over, they came up to me and they said, we had already bought our tickets for this show, but we had to go to a funeral earlier and we was all upset. But you made us laugh. And that was the best feeling I ever had in my life. I was like, oh man, that's like a blessing right there. When you can make people after a funeral laugh, you know. So I feel you, Maggie, on that one. I really enjoyed that. All right. The real John King.
All right. Hey, you know, I did a show in a small town in Arkansas, and it was a private club that all the members owned businesses, and they hired me to do a show, and it was a real good show, man. It was very receptive. Everybody had a good time, and it was one of them shows where you don't say anything that ain't funny, and for an hour straight, man, they laughed at everything that I did, and afterwards, the one of the members said, man, that was like a really, really funny show. We had a really good time. He said, I don't know what they agreed to pay you. He said, but I'm gonna pass a hat around and see if we can get you some extra money. And that's what he did. He passed it around to some of the people that was at the show, you know, some of the other members. And I didn't even count the money. They just gave me a bunch of money wadded up. I didn't even count it until I got back to my room. And after I counted it, I had $550.
Wow.
So yeah. So I was like, man, that was love. That was love right there. Because it's, you know, it gets kind of huh?
When he came up to you, did he be like, hey, buddy?
You know what? I don't really remember much of his accent, to be honest with you, but he probably did because it was Arkansas. That's deep South right there. Yeah. But hey man, you know it get expensive on the road, and that $550 came in handy, brother.
Yeah, that got you 2 gallons of gas.
Yep, got me a couple of it got me a couple pair of pants, a couple of shirts, and some sneakers too.
All right. John.
Yes. Kind of the same as your story. I did a theater in Indiana, and there was a guy that was having fun, and he was one of these helpful hecklers, and we went back and forth quite a bit during the show. And after the show, he came up and he said, thank you. He said, that's the best time I've had. He said, my wife passed away 6 months ago, and that's the most I've enjoyed myself and laughed. So, and thanked me. So kind of same thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Then another time I was in Oklahoma, and this guy come up to me and goes, hey, buddy.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna be saying that all next week. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
My story kind of similar. I was in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and I was at a cowboy bar where it is a cowboy bar where you ride your horse to the bar and tie it to the thing along with your F-150. And it was a bunch of people in there. It was a brand new show. And this guy came over to me. His nephew, you could see he was stumbling drunk, was out of, and he was like, Miss Ma'am, I've never heard Miss Ma'am say it like that before. Miss Ma'am. And he's like, my uncle, I want to introduce you to my uncle. And I was like, oh, okay. And so his uncle came over and he said they had buried his brother that day. And he wasn't going to come, but his nephew wanted to, let off some steam and came. And he said, he laughed. He said, I forgot about what was going on and I appreciate it. And they bought a bunch of merch from me and bought some gas for me. So, I was going to be able to get back home, but they went and followed me to the gas station and bought my gas for me to get back home.
Wow.
That was cool.
That's when you're doing a show, you never know who's in the audience.
Yep.
And some people do. They leave funerals and go to a comedy club just to try to boost their spirit or whatever. And you never know how many people you are touching with your comedy. You never know. And that's like, oh my God. So did I get everybody on that question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I'm sipping on brandy right here. So gotta let
Cheers.
me know. Yeah, I can do this on the Naughty Show. I can't do it on Night.
No, do not do that on the other show. It will go a different way. I do have a question, Stefan. Have you ever had to do a clean show and then do a dirty show or vice versa? Like in the same day?
Hold up, wait. Let me. What you say?
I was doing a clean show, and it was in a hotel, and the promoter, he was like, hey, we don't have another comedian for the dirty show. And I was like, okay, I'm about to leave. And he was like, but I need you to jump in. And I was like, my mindset, I had to, it takes a few minutes to change. I don't want to say change your mind, but you go from super clean to now I got to be dirty. And when I walked in the room, it was the same people. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. I paid for 2 damn shows and I was mad. And I was like, I just kind of talked about the audience at that point. Like, so y'all want to be clean, then you want to get dirty? Like, why would you do it? I mean, I was like, I think maybe five couples left, but I was like, why would you?
Now
that was the dumb.
That's funny you said that because every second Thursday of the month, I do my clean show first, and then the Naughty Show come on right after that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna have it reversed because by the time I finish the Naughty Show, I'm pretty much twisted.
I was gonna say like, I don't know if I can do clean and then.
That's why I do the clean show first.
Yeah, I couldn't do dirty and then do clean. I was like, oh well.
Yeah, it got to be clean first, then dirty.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because that way when you go into a dirty show, you could just relax and let loose.
Yes. Yeah, man.
Pretty much, you already tipsy by then.
On
most of us.
On the cruise line I work for, you do clean show first, and children are there, and then you do your adult show.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll do the way they have it now. You do 2 clean shows and then 2 or 3 adult shows on the same night.
On the same night.
Now, when you did yours, John, did they fly you out in a helicopter to the boat?
No, they only use the helicopters to fly you off if you screw up. So I have not. Been on
actually.
Did they fly you back to land? Or did they do something in the middle of the ocean?
I know. That's what I'm like.
Yeah. No, when I did my cruise, when I did a couple cruises, I had to meet them because it was like 7-day cruises. So my shows was on a weekend. So they would fly me out to the boat on Friday. I would do one show Friday night, 2 shows on Saturday, and 1 show on Sunday, and they fly me back to the airport or whatever.
By helicopter.
Yeah, by
So
helicopter.
you were on a ship that was just doing. They were just at sea. Usually they dock. They have.
Oh yeah, they was already out at sea.
Yeah,
they was already at sea. I believe it was called the Titanic.
Ah.
Oh, weird. Because I've been
All
on a
right,
bunch
we're
of
gonna
cruises,
go with
I've
the
seen-
next question. All right, I gotta put my glasses on because they wrote this one small. I think they be doing that on purpose. What is more important to you? Intimacy, sex, foreplay, or romance? What is more important to you?
Sorry, me again. I think I would go with romance, and that could be construed many different ways because everybody has their own idea of what romantic is. Now, my husband and I, for example, we went to this restaurant for our anniversary. There were 2 dining rooms. One was all romantic, it had like the candlelight and everything. The other room was basically it was more whimsy. There was like random toys hanging off the ceiling. We actually went with the toy room because that's basically how we operate. So if you know somebody well enough to know that that's what that person likes, as opposed to the typical roses and candlelight dinner, whatnot, then
so you say romance.
Yeah.
All right. I'm so stupid because I definitely gotta say this.
Oh no.
You said, oh
when
no.
she said romance, and then she said the other room, it had this going like this. I thought she was gonna say it was swings and sex swings. And shit.
Whoa! I gotta learn to stop talking with my hands now.
That's exactly where my mind went, and I was like, "Okay, what kind of restaurant is this?" All right, so I'm glad she cleared that up.
I'm talking about like model planes, those Hess trucks that come out around Christmas, that sort of thing. They just hang off the ceiling.
All right, John.
That's easy for me. I'm gonna say sex, because you get the biggest payoff with sex. I can do that intimacy and that romance later. Sex for me.
So that's the most important is sex to you.
Yes, sir.
All right. You married?
Yeah.
Oh,
for 40 years.
All right, might not be after tomorrow. Because she's thinking romance.
Hey, that might be what it is for her, but sex, it's sex for me. I give her some romance after I bust that nut.
But you know what? After 40 years of marriage and you say sex, that's a good thing. That's a good thing because after 40 years, most people ain't even having sex no more.
Oh shit.
That's right.
All right. Hey Jay.
Hey, I gotta say something. John had me weak. You said I'm gonna give her romance after I button it. We going to sleep after we stop it. We ain't romance.
Oh, you right. You right.
Going to
hey,
on me. I'm about to put my thumb in my mouth and curl up like embryo.
You right.
For me, this might sound crazy. It would be intimacy. Actually, my wife and I fell in love on the couch playing with each other and enjoying each other's company and everything else. We call ourselves watching movies and we can't tell you what none of the movies was about. So for me, it was intimacy because in that we get to share. You get to share some things. That's gonna always be lifelong. Sex is great, and I'm not saying that's not a strong number 2. But at the end of the day, I'll take, sex without the intimacy is just sex, but sex with the intimacy makes it a whole different experience. So I'm gonna take intimacy.
Okay, I'm kind of confused.
Okay.
I'm kind of confused. You said intimacy,
right?
And you said when y'all met, y'all was on the couch playing with each other. Ain't that foreplay?
No, because we hadn't had sex yet. Like, and actually, I wouldn't say when we met. I don't want to say we went to high school together. I was graduating when she was a freshman, so she was way too young for me. But now we met about 6-7 years ago, bumped into each other at a show, started talking, and it went from there. So we didn't have sex probably for the first month and a half or so, and partially because I saw wife material in her, not just.
There you go.
I used to be in the music business. I don't want to downgrade no women, but it was just a lot of offers for things out there if you was in the right spot with the right access badge around your neck, right? So I was tired of that. I saw wife material in her and preyed on it and kind of went from there. And I was right. Like, she's the best person. Actually, I proposed on my birthday because I felt like she was the best gift that God ever gave me. So when I proposed to her, it was on my birthday. So yeah, so intimacy to me is always going to win over sex.
I think I met somebody and I think she's wife material, and right. I think we're gonna see where it go. We just met, okay, and everything, and but I think she's wife material. I'm feeling it.
Good.
And we're gonna play on the couch tonight.
My man, especially after that brandy. I ain't mad at you. You take the giant, and get that romance after the nut. Make sure you do that. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, ain't no romance after the nut. We go to sleep. You put your right arm over her. That's about it. That's the romance.
Right.
All right, John.
Yes. What were my choices again?
Like John's like, let me get the choice.
Intimacy, foreplay, sex, or romance.
Yeah, he need another one. He need another.
No, with you need all of the above. You need all of them in combination, and I say this because my wife's upstairs probably listening in. So, so to get to sex, you need intimacy, you need romance, and then sex.
All right. Well,
no, we get intimacy because we get ever since COVID. I think we've actually gotten closer when a lot of people were together constantly. We actually found a new tolerance for each other.
All right. Well, you know what, John? I think you had the perfect answer because she's standing right behind you.
Right.
I thought the question was what was the most important.
Yeah, what's the most important, John?
I'll say intimacy because again, she's right up there.
All right, Sandra.
Intimacy is the pathway to all the others.
Okay.
That's my roadmap. Intimacy, then you go different places. You get the card stamp somewhere else, but.
All right.
That didn't sound. You're like, all right, like that wasn't enough. Yeah. You heard that? I'm like, that's all I got. Intimacy, you can go other places. I mean, I ain't gonna give them the roadmap. What? Come on, you get on the road or you get off the road. 1 or 2.
All right, so I got everybody on that one, right? All right, here's the next one. Oh shoot, I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do that one. I'm sorry, we're not gonna do that one.
Now I want to know what it was.
Yeah, because we might want to do it.
You know what?
Yeah, I want to know.
All right. Here we go. All right, and since you had the loudest voice, we're gonna start with you.
Maggie's like, wait a minute, what?
Why?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know. All right, here you go. This is crazy as hell. Y'all can thank G.D. Ferguson for this one out of Maryland.
Okay.
Would you date a handicapped person, and what will be the handicap? Damn, see,
I would go
damn,
with
y'all
blind.
regret that shit, don't y'all?
I'll date
now?
a blind man because then I could put on a few pounds, have a bad hair day. You never know.
There you go.
First of all, he will know because blind people go by feeling, so he would know the heavy pounds and he know the bad hair day.
Okay, but if I dyed my hair like blonde because I thought it was fun, but it ends up like not being flattering at all, he can't feel color, right?
He can't feel color, but somebody
Oh.
can tell him.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but being told what something looks like isn't the same as actually seeing.
All right, she gonna stick with her blind man. Okay.
I go with it.
All right, Maggie. All right. She
Or maybe
said
deaf
blind man.
because I'm not that great a singer, so maybe I could tell somebody that I can sing.
All right, but you got the blind man. So
Okay.
Maggie gonna go with the blind man. All right. John.
All right. If I dated a handicapped person, what would I want the handicap to be? I would want her to have no legs. That way, I wouldn't have to spend no money on no pants or no shoes. Just bras and blouses. And that means that would cut in half how much money I'd have to spend on clothes.
That's some real OG shit right there. He like, I ain't spending money on no pants.
No shoes,
That's
no
some
socks,
OG shit right there.
no stockings.
So you would buy stockings for somebody if
No, I said no stockings. She ain't gonna have no legs.
no, but
I'm
if you're dating a girl with legs, you'd buy her stockings.
I wouldn't go and
Ain't no
purchase
woman
them.
wearing
I
stockings
would
no
give
more.
her the money to go get some stockings. If it was in the wintertime.
All right.
Women don't wear stockings in the summer.
Yeah, but hold up, wait. Sandra and Maggie,
Yes.
do women wear stockings anymore?
Some women do.
In the winter, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
All
Not so much in
here's
the
next
summer.
question. All right,
Summer.
Maggie and Sandra, do women still wear pantyhose?
Do they still wear? Some do.
I thought that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
Some women
stockings
do.
and pantyhose are two different things.
I
Yeah,
wore pantyhose the other day because I was wearing like flat pumps.
Yeah. If I'm going to the
And
old
doing a lot of walking, and I
they
was
wear
worried about
pantyhose.
blisters.
Yeah. If I'm going to
Alright.
the old church, they wearing pantyhose.
Wow.
But in general, if I'm wearing sandals in the summer, I don't do pantyhose.
Well, y'all good because I ain't wear pantyhose in 4 years.
And what?
4 years.
And what?
Yeah. What?
No, wait, nobody else heard that but me. I'm like, what? Y'all didn't.
All right.
What shade?
AJ,
Look,
I
AJ
forgot the
like,
question. What was the question?
Yeah, what was the question, homie?
If you dated a handicapped person, what would you want the handicap to be?
A nymphomaniac.
That's
That
not
ain't
a
no
handicap.
That's not an
Oh, my bad.
addiction.
I heard you though.
I think I would want her to be colorblind so I could take her to Walmart and act like we at Tiffany's.
so,
I don't know. I think to keep it real, if I had to date someone with a handicap, I would probably want one of the ones that got the bad spine, so their ass stick out all big and shit. You know what I'm talking
What?
about? I'll probably date one of
you
them.
got scoliosis?
Yeah.
Yo.
I would probably-
Hey.
So-
AJ, that's some fucked up shit. That's some
Wait
fucked
a
up
minute. Wait a minute. I came behind a dude who said he wanted a chick with no legs, so he ain't have to buy her clothes.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
All right, but still, you want her to.
Wait a minute. And then you said you ain't worn stockings in 4 years. I'm fucked up though.
Wait.
Got you. So me banging a scoliosis midget is wrong, right? Well, we said. But
Wait, there's she a midget?
Oh my
Hey
God.
man, I'm 6'2" both ways. Little people are attracted to my big ass. Like opposites attract. I've had a girlfriend before that was 5'1", and we looked
Oh
like
man,
we looked like we was children and parent together when we was walking around. And shit.
all right, he got. I ain't never heard that. I asked that question 3 times on the show, and that answer never came up. All right, who we gonna go with? Sandra here.
Ooh, what? Is dementia a disability?
Yep.
That's what I want. That's what I want. Did he forget? Baby, did I do anything today wrong? No, yeah, you did. And he's forgetting.
No, see, you know what? It's not gonna be that. I can tell with Sandra, it's not gonna be that.
Why?
It's gonna be like, I want to make love. We just did it 5 minutes ago.
That too. They save on miles on my body and on his. He'll be all right.
Oh, that's y'all some fucked up people, boy.
Stefan, you cannot say nothing. You said pantyhose. You like Hey Jay said, you can't say nothing after.
All right.
And
I ain't
you
gonna
still
say
want
that.
explanation what the hell was going on in your life 4 years ago that had you
No, I'm
missing like Miss Doubtfire in this motherfucker.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what was going on? What level was we at that you was doing that?
Oh man, I don't know. Did you use them for a ski mask and be robbing the bodegas, homie? Is that what it was? Like,
He never did answer either.
You
right.
know
I'm
that,
not
right?
gonna
You know
tell
that.
y'all that 4 years ago I was in prison. So here we go.
Okay.
Next.
You were stuck in prison, homie? Wait a minute. Time out.
Pantyhose.
Nope,
Where you
nope.
leave
Here
that
we
in,
go.
like-
Here we go.
where you
Here
get
we
some
go.
pantyhose at in prison?
Yeah.
All right, you're asking me now. Or do you want to talk about your pantyhose some more?
Nope.
So the question: what kind of sick person wrote this question? Isn't there like porn sites you could look at where there's like people with deformities?
I have no idea.
Now I have to pick out which one I would be attracted to. Which I guess if they were not just blind, but blind and deaf, then they wouldn't even know if you were fucking there.
Damn.
And I'm
blind and deaf.
Yeah. They don't know if you're home.
Who has a blind person? Maggie. She
That
has
was
a
me.
blind person. All right. So you going blind and deaf.
Yeah, then you leave, they don't even know.
Ah.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, John.
What?
Now, if she's like the woman that was with John King, the muscle-bound woman, and she can't hear you or see you, and you touch her, she gonna beat the shit out you.
swing on.
Well, I thought this was my person with the handicap. Now all of a sudden you're making her a female bodybuilder. I like to know how she's lifting weights when she can't see or hear anything.
I know, yeah, she ain't gonna be lifting weights anyway. So, all right. So, did we get everybody on that one? All right. We got everybody answered that question, right?
Yes.
Because I slipped on that brandy. So anyway, we're gonna do this last question, and it's gonna be real quick because we only got 10 minutes left. You see how fast that went, right?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna go with this last question, and I want to see y'all answers on this one. Okay. A poor married man slept with a rich lady and got paid to feed his family. Did he cheat on his wife or did he go to work? Look at all y'all quiet as hell. All right.
Could you repeat
Maggie.
that, please? Yeah, could you repeat that?
All right. A poor
man.
married man slept with a rich lady and he got paid to feed his family. Did he cheat on his wife, or did he just go to work?
Oh, so the rich lady is offering the poor man money to sleep with her and cheat on his. And I'm sorry, am I answering this question as the guy or?
No, you answer this question from experience. Say, no, I'm just playing.
As a third party.
As a third party. Did he sleep on his wife? Did he cheat on his wife? Or did he just go to work to provide for his family by doing what he did?
I think he went to work after explaining to his wife that he was doing this to get the money to buy her a new car.
Okay.
And maybe take her to Hawaii.
Well, I don't know how much he got paid, but okay.
Oh, so he's slinging dick, ain't he? Shit.
I'm assuming a shit ton of money here.
So you saying he went to work?
Yes, after explaining to his wife how the money was actually going to benefit her.
All right, question for you. You married. Your husband sleep with a rich lady so he can pay the bills. Did he cheat or did he go to work?
Well, that depends. Did he tell me ahead of time what the deal was?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it, man.
He's sneaking around behind the back. That's cheating, but explaining up front. Listen, I was given this proposition where if I sleep with her, she's going to give me all this money and then we could pay all these bills and we'd have a whole discussion about it.
All right. Okay, Maggie. All right. Cool. If you ever get divorced, let me know. I can go out there and sleep with a lot of people. All right. John.
I think he hit that trifecta. He put that work in. He got some money. He got some cooch and he got some food. I don't think that's cheating myself. If somebody hungry and that's what you got to do to feed them, there's two things that's a serious drive in human. That's sex and food. So if you can get some sex and you can provide some food, man, I think that's God's will myself.
All right, cool. All right. Look at Hey Jay. He I think he get ready to fall out the chair.
Nah, I'm not sitting on a chair. I'm fat as fuck. I'm just sitting on. No, I'm stop playing. I think he did both, similar to what John. Like, yeah, he cheated, but I'll beat his ass if he didn't. Like, you better get that motherfucking thing. I'm just saying, like, I could not imagine that my wife would be like, well, don't be with her. We'll just stay here and be poor, or you can change our future with one night. You know, I'm like, girl, you better go hang out with the girls tonight. I'll see you in the morning. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be honest. I mean, but here's the thing though, right? At some point it's gonna be, does she now feel like she get to go out and do some shit? Right? You know, I'm gonna be on that tit for tat shit. Oh, okay, so you went out, you got some money. I'm finna go out here and get this EBT card off this. You know, I don't know. So,
EBT card.
Right. I got one that's got about $8.
She's still providing though.
Yeah, she provided something. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if it was. You won't know what kind of food we talking about, but I don't know. I kind of understand where Maggie coming from the woman's standpoint. That if you explain it and it's not sneaking and everything else. On the flip side, if that had happened to me, one of the first things I would have asked is, how many times can we have this agreement? Like, can we meet here or something? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Do I fill out a W-2 for this shit? You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? I would have asked from a whole different standpoint. Like, you know what I mean? Does this affect my credit rating at all? Is it, you know what I mean? So,
all right.
How's she gonna pay? Cash, Apple Pay?
Hey, I got everything. This got paid. You know what I'm saying? So.
Sandra.
I go with what Maggie says. It depends on what you told me. If you told me the truth and that's what you're doing and you providing for the family, That's all I gotta
All
say.
right.
Because when I go to work, yeah, I'm just bringing. Hey, I'm frying up the bacon and bringing it back in the pan.
All right.
I got a question. I got a question real quick before we go to
John.
John. Who's little Larry? Somebody named Big Six says hi, little Larry.
Oh my god, that is
that's
my
you,
blow up
Sandra.
doll that I have in my car. And
Well,
What?
I have
Yo,
a blow
blow
up
up
doll that
doll.
sits in my car.
And this motherfucker can text?
No, the person is. It's my friend being funny. They call him Light Skin Larry. He's sitting in my back of my car. I blew him up for a burlesque show, so I just left him in the back seat of the car. He's been there for about a month.
I was
now.
going to say she got a blow up doll that can text.
No, that's the sex robot. That's a different show.
All right.
Oh, is that one of those dummies where you like drive in the carpool lane and
There you go. Well, I had to blow him up on stage. That's a whole nother.
Damn.
I bet you don't. I bet Larry don't be in that car all the time.
I got one question.
Larry stay in the car. He
do
right now. Larry's naked, so Larry don't have any.
so somebody's texting the dummy?
Wait, we gotta go to John.
Sorry.
John
Oh,
can answer the question.
Does it blow up?
Did he
Is it one of
cheat?
those blow up dolls with the open mouth?
No, he's only open down in his extremities.
Okay.
All right, John. John,
All right.
did he cheat or did he go to work?
Well, you said, here's the thing. You don't, you say the woman's rich. You don't say what she looks like. I mean, how bad of a job is this?
I'm-
This one of those micro dirty jobs, or what is that his show?
They don't say. She's just a rich woman.
She's just rich.
Okay.
So then we'll say he went to work.
He went to work because if
How
she's
much money?
rich-
Well, how much money did he get? If he got $20, then he's
All right, it didn't say that, John. But she's rich, so
all right.
let's
She's
say-
rich. So yeah, he went to work.
100,000.
Yeah. All right. 100,000.
Yeah.
All right, let's say
I'll get divorced.
let's say
Shit.
let's say
John, you said if he got $20, he cheating.
Yeah, $20.
It's
Nah, if he
$40,
got-
ain't it? I thought
if
that's
he
the
got-
rate,
If he got $20, he horny.
basically.
Yeah.
So how much is it for him to not
no,
be
if
cheating?
he got $20, he tricking.
All right, so what's the
All
dollar
right.
amount where he's not cheating?
I would say he's not cheating if it's
Over 300.
no over 1,000. Over
All right,
1,000.
over
he's
1,000.
Well,
not
damn,
cheating.
wait a minute, John. Either John is cheap or Stefan, you expensive. 1 to 2. Which one is?
I say 1,000.
Okay.
John say 300.
300, you could pay some bills. You could pay a couple bills with that.
There you go.
You can pay one bill.
Well, one.
You can pay the bill for the homeless shelter you in and shit.
Yeah. You could pay for the hotel we were living in for a week.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go home to your wife and be like, yeah, I fucked this woman. She gave me 300.
$300
You're
bucks.
gonna be like, yeah, go back to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Get 100,000. Hell, I'll get divorced for 100,000. You get shit. Yeah, what?
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
Haver said that. Like 100,000. I wouldn't even have no question. I'd be on the phone like dude from Harlem Nights. Like, hey, put your man on the phone. I ain't
Oh
never.
shit. Yeah.
I'll be just like I had Sunshine. You know what I'm talking about?
I ain't coming back home.
I ain't never been home. Take care of the kids.
But you know she's standing right behind you.
This is so jacked up.
Y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked
It is.
up.
I'm ordering pizza tonight. I'm not letting her cook for me tonight. I think she heard that shit. Let me be
All right.
Like,
I want to
watch your
thank
back.
y'all.
right.
I want to thank y'all for being a guest on Comics on Life. The show is over. Maggie, John King, the real John King, Hey Jay, and John Knight. I will be calling all four of y'all soon for booking on Comics on Life, the night show, which I think is in August. I'll be calling y'all soon to book y'all on that show. I had fun. Thank you.
I did too.
All right.
Thank
I
y'all
did
for
too. I
being
did
a
too.
part of
That
the
was fun.
That
show.
was fun.
I had so much fun, and I want to thank little Larry for chiming in.
Yeah,
Wow.
can you book little Larry on the show?
I'm gonna have to go get Larry out of my car and put my